The Deputy Director of Tourism, now the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, there for talk about the Budapest Rally we get for happening inside Salon on Sunday, 11th of February. So start with Mr. Idrissa Bangura. Now, Budapest, for people who don't know, tell Fambulem, the Budapest Rally, tell Fambulem what it's about.
Once again, good afternoon, the management of Radio Democracy. I want, first and foremost, I want to say thanks to Una for giving us the leverage for can talk about the Budapest Bamako Fito event on Challenge. Furthermore, I just want to say thanks Una again for the management for promote tourism, because from 2018 till date, now be a key player for promote tourism, within Sierra Leone. Of course, the Budapest Bamako Fito Challenge, now one of the biggest, amateur rally that happen globally. Of course, this event began for organized 2005 in Hungary, that is Budapest. From there, they extend in Africa, that is Mali, that is Bamako. From there now, in 2020, now we get this Budapest Bamako Freetown Challenge or rally, we extend in Sierra Leone. We begin for stage year 2020, then begin for Kaya. The first event that was held in 2020, it was very successful. Then can Freetown in 2 ways. Then come out from Balamwe, that is Cambia, and Medina Ferry. It was about 700 participants who then begin from 2020. They come Freetown, the team very successful. When they can initially from Cambia, Medina Ferry, then Convania, Masheka, it was Masheka now, then Sleep Day. From there now, waiting they do next, they implant about 2003, say with the experience what we call the climate change, with an effect to the growth and development of tourism. So therefore, what they can see, there's a need for the country for mitigate climate change, therefore plant trees. They plant about 2,000 trees. They meet to the community, whereby they buy local food stuff, community benefits early from then, after which they see the paramount chief, talk to give some school materials at the school, give computers and other items in. From there, straight away it was straight away na stadium for 2020. Stadium na Hichigo for go to host them again a keynote address. From there again a certification. So it was 2022, then come again from 2 areas, that is Cambia as well as Medina Ferry. Then come, from there again they host themselves they can stage na Masheka, then come back we change the narrative from Masheka to Buen to again na Lumley Beach. So this 2024, they go for kind 2 phases. One phase, we then go for they come February 11th, that is Sunday. They come in 2 ways from Cambia and Medina Ferry. So we don't forget the advanced team they left today for go receive on the 11th na Cambia as well as Medina Ferry. So we then come from there now, we go for move away, for go to Chicago, from there to Bue. They spend 1 whole night there, the 11th, the 12th now, go finish the line na Lumley Beach.
Okay, now, before this term or all along the Budapest rally, not been the happen, and not be the Ostern and Sierra Leone. But one go on for us. Waiting bring the interest for the Salon begin for us.
Actually, we are fortunate because of Sierra Leone. It was considered one of the third peaceful country in Africa and one of the best and one of the most peaceful country in West Africa. It was 2018 or 16 to 18, according to the International Global Peace and Security Index. From there, the country stable, relatively calm. We are blessed with the natural, cultural, and historical resources. So the demand fit for say, wow, Saudi is good. Let's extend there and go there to have a finishing line. So from there, then Kaya, then see for say yes, Sierra Leone is highly hospitable. Sierra Leone is based with the natural, cultural, historical resources. So for can Salon automatically you get what you want. When then can improve and for say, wow, Salon has everything else that can make us comfortable. So then Kaya, they can see Salon, they feel Salon, you enjoy Salon. And in fact, they buy Salon, they go Now make them extend the Budapest Bamako rally because then kind of first event that was 2020, nothing happened. It was very successful. 2022, it was very successful, and this 2024 they played to go back for CS, very successful because to have a successful program, a collective work with all the ministries and the private sector.
Okay, so now the first attempt to make in 2020, you mentioned saying 700 for this year. How many participants today?
This year we expect about 670 participants for coming from Budapest. Bamako, by then inclusive, we get about 3 Sierra Leoneans for a company who for come the part of the race.
So what are the preparation on ground from the ministry?
Actually, like what I mentioned for get proper planning, a successful events, not for plan on a well. How do because we call inter-MDs collaboration? We, the ministry, department, agency, as well as the private sector, we come together as a team, set a committee, a robust committee, for ensure for CS who get this program successful. We do it from 2020, 2022 to 2024. We done it several times. We done from different committee, we done from health committee, we done from refreshment committee, we done from security committee. We get different committee where they get towards the successful of the program. So the last meeting that was held was Wednesday. We'll go apportion all the committees waiting them for doing in different areas. Of course, the security apparatus, I just met with them recently for tell them how they go for inside Salon, how they go for apply from Bure Beach, how they go for apply to the finish line. That is Aberdeen. Now, GB one time how they go for as a finishing line. So I don't tell them. So we are working together with we are working with Minister of Health, Solako, Water Resource, National Tourist Board, Energy, NRA, the security sector, VSS Sierra Leone, SLATA, the Sierra Leone Hospitality and Tourism Association. They work us together. Let me ensure for say this program be a successful one. We are working robustly and proactively.
Okay, continue for still to when we come back, they can look at the benefits we Budapest they bring to the country salon, but also at the studio Fambul, they mentioned so we deal with Mohamed Nabil, we in the National PRO Bike Riders Union for Sierra Leone. Once again, good afternoon, welcome to the program Midday Show.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So far.
Well, before I reach to the constraint, we need for make the general public know waiting now the position of bike riders in this whole iron project, because that's also a key. Yeah, the general intention of this project, when a $50 million grant from World Bank, additional of $2 million from the government of Sierra Leone, we make $52 million. Now for can make sure say the transport sector for be modified, the transport sector for be healthy, the transport sector for be free, fair and accessible as and when necessary, where the public go in need of them, right? And that's not the general intention and how government were able to look at the transport landscape across the country for able to address them. So where this money come and World Bank be tell the government of Sierra Leone say this money meant for the transport industry and for reform them, right? So let them be players. They need for be part and parcel of every activities or decision making. So we say thank you to the government of Sierra Leone, the Ministry of Transport from 2019. We done a part and parcel of each and every meetings. Bike riders, we are part of the steering committee. Me seated here, me a member of the steering committee under the Iron Project, where we done discussed extensively. We don't at the preparatory stage, planning of them buses, then how they go for run, waiting at the things them, all the corridor design, planning, everything we don't part and parcel of our up-to-date seated here. So before them buses, then they come, we be do first what we call the simulation exercise. That now from Lumley corridor to Wilkinson Road, Yams Farm, Coal Farm, Aberdeen Road, and Congo Congo cross axis will be able to do that simulation exercise before the arrival of them buses there. So that kind of engagement don't they go on, and we don't they talk to with membership there with regards this particular project. But waiting people be they talk at that time, so will be there during the electioneering process.
So
people
in your
not be they
context-
believe
in
say
your context,
this thing
wetin
will
you
come
mean-
to
wetin you mean by
realization.
simulation.
Simulation, that's now the how them buses they are get for the run, and which side they get for the stop. Now that kind of exercise we be done undertake before the arrival of them buses there. So let the public
As
or
part of the executive or the steering committee.
no, the transport sector, not only
Okay.
bike rider, driver, senior, keke, passenger welfare, poda, and buses owner association will all be constitute this simulation exercise. The Sierra Leone police, city council will all be the part and parcel of this simulation exercise. So let people they get used to their corridors they are. Say where them buses they are go for calm, now so they go for the run. So now then corridors they are editing up before you access the bus. Then not go for run like how the normal or traditional poda they run. Where the there say one left me I getting up any side you break them. They go for the run from one terminal point to another terminal point, right? So we be do that simulation exercise, let people they understand saying now. So then bus they go for run and make people they start for use to ram, right? So after that, we fast forward. These buses be done launched on the 29th of January by the Chief Minister and the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency, Madam Fatima Bio. They all be graced the launching, and all the transport stakeholders, and we were the part of the steering committee. We were part of the launching process. So before then, we don't discuss it. Then corridors the year not get for be used by the keke, the motorbike, and the poda stem also, because the general intention, them buses, they are need for move faster, for convey people them faster, for take people them from their various points them, for go left them to their own places them as the corridors call for, right? So them buses, they are not get stopped or get interrupted by any other means of transportation along the way. And then buses there need for sustain, not a 6-month program, not a
as
1-year
bike riders-
program.
As bike riders, waiting on a case now.
I just want lay the premise of bike riders. Then before I dey try for tell you, we
don't-
case yes,
you
we can
don't-
give
you
with
don't
concern.
establish-
You
you
understand?
don't
But the
establish-
public need for no say this project is owned by the transport sector. So we need for communicate that clear to the general public. Make them know say this project owned by the transport sector. The transport sector constitutes of bike rider senior, keke,
Now,
driver senior, passenger welfare,
You don't able to
and passenger
establish say
welfare
the
association.
project is owned by
Yeah.
the transport
So
sector.
yeah,
We want to focus now before we start the discussion proper.
yeah.
Waiting, because first you did try to explain, but now as all the other key players in the transport sector been don't make their own case, and that make I dey ask now from the bike riders waiting on your own case for this Waka fine busing.
Well, we own case on the Waka Fine bus system. Before then, we don't tell and say, then corridors there are from Wilkinson Road, from Lumley Police Station to Wilkinson Road, up to Basalt, not going for be used as a bidon day by the bike riders. But where the operation not be done come into effect yet, so it not be done, they raise that kind of tension, right? So until where then buses they are finally be started and test run for 3 days, and where they start the effective proper commercial activities now, be done come with a lot of concerns from your membership, and we see and say then concerns they are some look somehow defendable, and we need for represent them, and which we maybe in the communication not be don't go that much to them for make them able for understand, because today will be done the pass on to they say now so it get for happen, but where the bosses then come, we not be don't do the proper communication to them before them bosses they are start for run. So now that make now we they out now they continue for talk to them about then corridors they are say then corridors they are in order for be widely used by motorbike, commercial motorbike as it be done there before. Make them know this and the need for acceptor. This now a change, right? And any change